Fable, an AI startup, has created the Showrunner service, which has been described as Netflix for AI, allowing users to effectively generate AI TV shows based on some set parameters.
Yeah, they're just like Rick and Morty ripoffs. Like,
Morty, the AI is coming for you, Morty.
like
Oh, that's good.
that's pretty much what they. I watched a couple clips and I was like, like it all just looks like other stuff.
That's basically Donald Trump right there in the front row too.
Oh, I saw a clip from that show and it was just Trump and Elon's in it too.
Oh my god.
And Zuck.
Yeah. Is that supposed to be Elon there on the second from the left?
That's Elon. And then Zuck's in the middle.
I thought Zuck was on the left there, the far left.
Oh, yeah, right? You got me. Welcome to Off the Console, the hottest new podcast that's all about gaming, tech news, and anything nerdy. This week, we're covering the biggest news, including children being, I guess, made safe. But, you know, we'll see what happens there, if they're truly safe or just being overly protected. Then we also have additional information on the payment processor bans going on and so much more. I think there's even one that I want to talk about we haven't added here yet, which is Gabe Newell buying a yacht company.
Yeah.
That one's an interesting
Another
little-
yacht.
A yacht
I'm
company.
buying the whole company.
Yacht company. So,
Oh,
gotta talk about Gaben.
Yeah.
So, with that being said, I'm here with my co-hosts Gardiner and High Tech, and also a special guest, Jimmy. Do you guys want to say hi?
Hey guys.
hey, what's up?
Hello. Glad to be here.
Yes. Thanks for coming and talking with us about all the fun tech stuff that we do.
Cool.
Tech and games. So, like every episode, we'd like to start off with a little bit of banter about what we're doing or what we did the last week or what we've played. So, since you're the guest, Jimmy, would you like to just what have you been up to? Playing whatever it is. It doesn't have to be
Oh, okay.
too crazy.
Well, I've been working a lot. I've been making videos, but yeah, I've been playing a lot of this racing sim called Automobilista 2 on my wheel, and they just added new DLC with new tracks. So I've been playing that, and then every night forever I play Hunt Showdown. So I'm trying to get my KD up above 1.0. It's a very difficult game. I'm at like 0.9. And I started at like 0.6, so I've been creeping my way up, and still making my way through Elden Ring. So I just bounce between stuff a lot, and then yeah, just making videos. I'm running like 4 channels right now, so I do 2 videos a day on one video a day on DeckReady and DeckReady. Then at the end of the week, I do my 2 horror channels. So just burning at both ends over here.
Nice.
Well, we usually do it maybe towards the end, but do you want to shout out those channels? The
You
horror
can
ones?
just save it for then. It's fine.
Oh, okay. I'm curious now. Your background has got me really curious on those videos.
Oh yeah, so
And
I
the
actually
channel now.
started YouTube as a like horror YouTuber. I had a channel where I was like reviewing horror movies, and then I did a news video on when they revealed the mask for Halloween 2018, and that like took off. So then I just kept doing it. So then I did a channel about the Halloween franchise, and then did PS Ready, then Deck Ready, and then I started a deeper dive horror movie channel called Real Ones. So yeah, but I started talking about Halloween. I do like a weekly episode where I'd cover all the Halloween news.
So I do want to say Jimmy has a pretty sweet last name. Like, that's actually your last name, right?
Yeah. A lot of people don't know that, and they think it's like a stage name. It's not. It's my real name. There's no G in it.
Dude, Jimmy Champane sounds like a crazy name.
I would have thought it was a stage name.
It's not, I
Same.
can. It totally sounds like one. I
Yeah.
get it. My brother is Edward Champagne, and people believe that one. They're like Edward. No one would make a stage name Edward.
You looked out like Jimmy.
Yeah.
Jimmy Champane. Great.
You were destined for greatness, Mr. Champagne.
Yeah.
Yes.
We'll see about that.
No, I'm a big fan of horror, by the way. So,
Oh, cool.
And especially horror games.
Yeah,
but
me too.
I do like good horror movies.
Oh, we should have Jimmy back on for
or bad
a
ones.
Halloween special.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, 100%. Okay, Gardner, what have you been up to?
Dude, I've been playing with this. It's
Whoa.
the Cinema
Is that a-
Cart 64.
Oh my god.
What is that? Like,
It's I can't get it in the center for some reason because it's backwards on my screen.
It
but
looks like a flash
it's
card.
it's a flash cart. It's open
oh,
source,
cool.
dude, and it's really neat. I really love it, and I have this shitty light because I don't have light on my desk right now. But yeah, no, dude, this thing is really sick, and I've been playing Smash Remix. Guys, if you haven't tried it, Smash Remix is basically if you take Smash 64 and turn it into Melee. It's freaking awesome.
Cool.
That is pretty sick.
And it has a ton of extra characters. It's got a ton of extra characters, new stages, all kinds of stuff. It's really great.
Nice.
I'll have to try it out sometime.
Yeah.
So did you just shove that thing in an N64 or?
Yeah, dude. It goes, like it's literally.
That's what it looks
It's
like.
literally an N64 cartridge. If I can turn
Yeah.
this back on.
So does it have like a SD slot?
Yeah, right on the side there.
Oh,
Ah,
awesome.
Yeah,
And
you can load up
it's
like multiple
almost
ROMs,
impossible
right?
to get my. Huh?
You should be able to load up multiple ROMs, right?
Oh yeah, there's a 32 gigabyte drive and SD card in here, and my fat fingers literally, it's impossible to get them in here. But like Emily can, like my girlfriend can just pop it out, and I have to get her to do it for me. But yeah, no, it's really really cool. And like I said, it's open source, so like I could flash this with different firmware and do different stuff with it. It's pretty nice.
Interesting.
that's interesting.
That is-
I do need to get an N64 and do that because I do like doing those, like especially going back in time and doing some of the old mods
Oh yeah,
for systems. It's fun.
doing like this is I mean, if the ROM that you have is compatible with the hardware, then it'll work on this. It's pretty nice, and I only paid like $45 or something for this. So
Oh, that's cheap.
Yeah, that's nice. That's awesome. High Tech, what have you been up to?
As you know,
Getting ready for a big trip?
I am not getting ready for the big trip. I've started my big trip. I am stuck in an airport in Houston for now. I'm supposed to be boarding in about an hour, so there's a good chance I won't be staying for much longer. As for playing video games, the new Shinobi, Art of Vengeance, just got a demo release the other day, so I've been playing that, and it's sick. It's sick.
I'm curious, what do you got geared up on your Steam Deck? Are you taking your Steam Deck? What are you playing on this trip?
Well, I have a bunch of games that I loaded up, and one of them happens to be Super Mario Wonder. And so I'm heading to Kyoto. So what I'm thinking about doing is taking my Steam Deck to Nintendo HQ and, oh yeah.
Showing off.
Oh yeah. Showing off in front of Nintendo HQ, taking that photo op. That is a plan
Take a
though,
photo.
but I don't actually know if that'll shake out. As much as I'd like to do that.
you'll get arrested if you do that.
Yeah, we might be looking for a third host soon.
They're gonna turn on that giant Gundam and come
my-
after you.
No, don't do this. Yeah, we'll be
Things
doing
gonna start
the
running.
in the Kanto region of Japan as well. I'll tell you all about it when I've actually finished the trip.
Oh, it's time to get on the plane. I'll see you guys later.
Cool.
Yeah,
Thanks.
Have
thanks
fun.
for joining us, man. Okay, so what I have been doing is being jealous about High Tech going to Japan. It's
Yeah.
been a long time since I've been to Japan, and so it would be nice to go back and get some Gundam curry. So it's just gimmicky. Like you go to like a lot of places in Japan, it's like gimmicky stuff you can buy that looks like stuff from animes or whatever it is. So fun stuff. But what I have been playing, like I've been playing a couple of things. I've been playing a lot more games lately, actually, which has been nice. But Abiotic Factor has been one that's been very interesting
Oh,
for
yeah,
me
I've heard
because
of
it's very Half-Life coded, and I'm a huge Half-Life fan. And so, Gardner, you might actually like this game.
Abiotic Factor.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you might want to check that out. It's got like they took heavy inspiration from Half-Life, and even the graphics, and like you're a scientist and you're supposed to be it's like melding of a bunch of different games, it feels like, but like at its core, graphically and inspiration wise, it's definitely like Half-Life based, but then it has crafting added into it and some other stuff.
Cool.
So not sure if you're like big into crafting, Gardiner, but it has a lot of new stuff added to it to into like a Half-Life kind of esque world to really make it interesting.
Oh, it just came out.
It came out like a week or two ago, and really good reviews. It is, I think it's 4-player or 6-player. I can't remember co-op. So definitely one that I'm probably going to be playing with my server. But one I've been playing with people from my channel, like server-wise, has been Peak, which is another really fun game. Where you have to climb up a mountain. It's essentially just a rock climbing simulator, but in the goofiest way possible. So it's really fun, especially when you play with other people, because they can help you up, or you can watch them just fall down. As they get to almost to the top, they'll fall all the way down. You gotta laugh because everyone does it. Everyone falls eventually. So that has been what I'm up to. So with that being said, before we get into it, make sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel if you're not on there. You can also follow us on whatever you're listening to, Apple Music, or not Apple Music, Apple Podcast, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. You can also check out our feed at podcast.subscribe2.me. Now, with that being said, let's continue on with our first topic. Killing the internet for the sake of children, which is this has been a developing story over the past, week?
Yeah, a couple weeks.
That I know of. Yeah. And so just to give some context, the UK recently passed a law that effectively forces online platforms to block access to, sorry, I'm going to cut off for a second. I need to share my screen. Let's see here. Okay. So, I'll just start it over. The UK recently passed a law that effectively forces online platforms to block access to content that may be harmful to children, where children are likely to access it, with companies being fined £18. Is that pounds or euros? 18 million. Oh, 18 million, or 10% of their annual turnover, whichever highest. It also allows the UK's Office of Communications to explicitly block any website they want. The US is reintroducing a similar law called the Kids Online Safety Act. One common theme is the idea that they need to protect children by forcing adults to submit verification to these companies. This also affects gaming. Xbox in particular already has a blog statement about what this means for gamers in the UK. Players who claim to be over 18 will get constant nagging notifications asking them to verify. Also, all social features on Xbox Live will be limited to those who actually verify their age starting next year. If you do not comply by then you'll be limited to friend-only interactions on Xbox. Spotify has also implemented age checks for content marked at 18+. YouTube has also joined in this bandwagon too, and will implement this starting August 13th in the US as well. So is YouTube dead? Is the internet dead? Is the question asked by, I'm assuming High Tech, because he wrote the notes. So guys,
is the internet dead? No, I think the internet will adapt, and I think that there will be VPNs and other technical measures to get around these kind of checks, at least for the time being.
Yeah, I saw that the UK was saying that they might ban VPNs, and I was like good luck. I don't know. Like, it seems a little crazy if you ask me. Like, I would probably stop using my Xbox if I had to keep uploading a picture to it. I saw people were getting past it with the Death Stranding photo mode. They were like using Norman Reedus's face in the Discord picture scanner, and then it would be like, oh, open your mouth for the next picture, and you can make him do that. So that was working. And then I saw people were using I forgot his name, the old guy from Half-Life 2. I guess in Gary's mod you can make him do different faces, and that was working as well. So it doesn't seem like the most advanced photo scan tech out there.
Yeah, I mean, so the burden shouldn't be on private companies, right? Because if the UK wants to do this, then the UK needs to come up with the technology that is like the baseline, and then everyone else has to just ping against the UK's tech. Because if you make it so that private companies have to do this, every single company is going to have to come up with their own answer, or they're going to have to use a third party, and like it's just none of the implementations are going to be any reliable in any way, I think. So I don't know. It just feels crazy to be implementing things the way that it's been working right now. Like you were saying, Jimmy, it's like, how can you expect to this is literally everyone in the entire world versus these three companies or whoever's like implementing this stuff. And it's like, you don't think that there's going to be clever people out there who are going to be able to get around this stuff really quickly?
How are the bots going to do it to log into Twitter? There's going to be so many unforeseens that get this like in the news repeatedly over and over again for the next however many years. But this is just stupid. Yeah.
I mean, when I was in high school, they had like or even in middle school, they had like the little watchdog. I don't know I can't remember what it was called, but it was like, you couldn't go to certain websites, right? Yeah. And very quickly I figured out a way to get around it. And then I told my friends, and then all of my friends were like, oh yeah, Gardiner told us how to do it when we got caught. so I don't know, but it's like very simple, like to get around a lot of these things. And there's going to be monetary incentive to like have an AI that you can install, and then it can generate reliable video feeds that can bypass this stuff.
Duh. I didn't even think of that. That's like, this is so easy to get around right now. Like, you could just use Midjourney and like generate a quick video, some chick.
This is the point. It's to make our kids smarter.
Yeah.
I mean, to figure out how to tinker with stuff, to get around things. I mean, right? I just see this as a way to make kids smarter. But in all reality, like, it will stop some, but not all. Most probably. I am curious though. Like, I do think having some safety for kids online is important. I just don't know what would be the right route to go about implementing this. Mm-hmm. I think they're definitely going very hard in the paint on like one option that just makes it more difficult, I feel like, for people that would consume the content typically. I mean, I don't know if you guys have like thought about this much, but like, what would they be able to do to actually implement a system that would protect kids, or what should they?
Oh, interesting.
Yeah, I've thought about
iPads
this.
illegal until they're like 5.
I've thought about this to some degree, and like there isn't. I don't think that there's like a layer 7 way of doing this, right? Like, the OSI model of the internet. Layer 7, right, is like the HTTP protocol. Is that right?
Yeah, I think.
Or is that the app? Whatever. I don't think that there's a way that the current internet can reliably be used to like filter out children in situations where they shouldn't be accessing content, right? Like, I think that there needs to, like, if they're actually intent on doing this, there needs to be a distributed and like revamped HTTP or whole like OSI stack in order to accommodate something like this. Because I don't know, I feel like if you're going to use the internet and they want this to work, then you would have to like have an individual license for every individual, right? Like, mm-hmm. and it would have to be authenticated at a lower layer rather than at the application layer, maybe at the HTTP layer, who knows. But it would have to be embedded in the internet. It can't be tacked on. And you would and the way I would do it, honestly, is you would go to your town office or your city hall and you would get a license to use the internet. And it's tied to your real identity. And you wouldn't actually send your credentials through the internet to whatever services you're using. You would send like a hash that can just be validated against like a government organization that would be in charge of doing the licensing.
Dude, if they made people get a license to use the internet, can you imagine how much like better the internet would get overnight if you had to pass like a basic literacy test?
Tell me about it. Right, like, and here's what the licensing would require. You have to know how to use a password manager, right? You have to know how to do like secure things. And people scoff at this idea, right? I've thought about this for a while, actually, just having a license to use the internet. But it's like, what's more dangerous, like driving a car or having your banking and personal information leaked online? Like, I think they're almost equally dangerous in different ways. And it's like, you should have to prove that you know what the hell you're doing on the internet, and that you're a real person. And then, I don't know, there could be ways of like authenticating like bots to act on your behalf or whatever, but then it would be tied to an individual license that could be revoked. And like, oh, you're spamming people? Get the fuck off the internet. You're done. Sorry, you don't get to come back for 10 years if you're spamming people in an awful way. I don't know. I think that there's value in that, but also I can see why that would be terrifying as well. So I'm not advocating for it necessarily.
It's an interesting option. I definitely think to at least have access to certain parts of the internet would be nice to have it licensed. Like with guns, I think gun ownership should come with a license, like with training. Like, you should be able to at least know what you should do with and what your rights are. I think similar with the internet, but I say this more for like, let's say games. I know we've talked about this before, where I would be fine submitting my ID to a universal system that's like government based to allow me to get into lobbies and play games with people that are just not assholes.
Oh my God.
That have to really show that they're who they are.
Like in Hunt Showdown, man, I want to be in lobbies where people don't use prox chat. Like, that would be so great. And it would be nice if they could use it to actually make the servers like region locked, because they're not at all in these games. It's annoying. So
do you solo Hunt Showdown, or do you have a group you play with?
I do play solo a little bit, but I usually, like, if my buddies aren't on, I'll like queue into like a like trios lobby, and then I have like one guy I play with a lot, and they have duos mode, so we usually just play duos. Yeah,
because it's you can do by yourself, duos, or a 3-person team, right?
Yeah, so there's another mode called Bounty Clash, which is like one area from the map, and then the boss is already dead, and it's 10 minutes. You can't solo queue in, because it's like not, the lobbies are totally open, so like you could be put up against a 3-stack, and so it's like lopsided. But you can set yourself as a solo and get a perk that lets you revive and stuff for the regular mode and everything. But yeah, it's like absolutely brutal. And then when some guy's yelling at you in like Chinese, it just makes it 10 times worse.
Yeah, it's definitely not like, some people have a lot of fun just raging at other people, rage baiting and everything in games. I do not.
No,
I'm there just to have a fun.
I played Siege for like 6 months during COVID with my buddy, and that game just brings it out of you, man. If you've never played it, it is the most toxic game I've ever played. Like, it's just adrenaline. I stopped playing it because I was like having heart palpitations. I was like, this is too much.
Siege, that sounds so familiar.
Oh, Rainbow Six Siege.
Oh yeah. Okay, yeah.
Dude, I heard an interesting term for the first time this week. Friend slop.
Oh yeah, that's why I laughed when he brought up he was playing Peak. That's what my buddies love those kind of games.
Yeah,
like the $5 async, or like not really asynchronous, but like $5 co-op game where it's got prox chat and then the AI monster that just kills you in one hit. They're called like Friend Slop on Twitter. I thought that was funny. But yeah, Peak is a good one. I like Peak.
I haven't played it. I don't think I've even heard of Peak.
Yeah, it's one that came out in the past week or two too.
Oh, really?
So,
dude, I'm so disconnected. I think of myself as a gamer, but I'm literally just playing like retro shit. Like I don't play modern.
Still a gamer. You're still a gamer.
Well,
We're just
yeah,
all
but
different.
like when I was younger, when I thought about like as a gamer, it's like, oh, I watch E3 and I, all that shit, and I'm like connected and I know what's going on in the gaming industry. And like now I'm like, dude, just give me Summer Kart 64 or like I have a Game Boy Advance flash cart that I have in my Game Boy player on my GameCube, and it's like that's my shit. Like I want to play that. I don't want to play modern games. I find modern games boring.
Well, you might like Abiotic Factor because it is definitely reminiscent of like multiple genres and eras of gaming.
Yeah, no, I looked it up. It looks really, really cool. I'm definitely gonna check that out.
Yeah, like it's I stream every week on my Games Revealed channel just to chat with everyone on there, and they're the ones that tell me about all the stuff, and then they want to play in the server games, and I usually like to jump in and play stuff with them every once in a while. So that's how I keep informed. That, and we do our streams here too, where we watch news. So
right on.
Plus kids, my kids would love Peak, so. I don't have a choice. I get to learn about all this stuff.
All the kids in my life, like my nephew, my nieces, and my friends' kids are like, they're like, dude, oh man, Among Us, and like all these like, I think Among Us probably counts as friend slop, but like they just want to play all these games, and I'm like, and they want to play them with me, and I'm like, I have to work for a living. I don't have time to play video games like that.
Yeah, my little cousins play the college football game. They're really into that.
Oh, nice. Dude,
college football.
I think football video games peaked at Madden 2003. That's where it peaked.
Probably. I mean, I haven't bought one in so long. I bought the new F1, and it's fine. It's like I haven't played an F1 game since probably like 22 or 23, and then I gave it a few years, and I was like, it's the same game every time. They got me again, same time.
So, like sports games, I kind of went through my phase with sports games, and I'm just kind of over it.
Yeah.
I played those back 10, 15 years ago. They haven't improved, so kind of done. Even Counter-Strike, I'm kind of over with. Like esports.
Yeah. It's been probably 10 years since I've touched Counter-Strike, besides like when they released Counter-Strike 2, and I kind of played it for like 5 minutes to see what was different.
Not a whole lot, surprisingly. Like it's still fun, but it was just, I was a little disappointed how similar it still was. I was interested about in Counter-Strike 2's like graphical upgrades and some of the more technical details, but beyond that,
The only thing that really got my attention was the volumetric smoke stuff, and even then I was cool. Kind of like, meh.
Pretty cool, but yeah, I'm not playing games. I mean, I'll play like single player games for the technical side of stuff, but I'm not gonna keep on playing online games. Yeah. Weirdly enough, and this probably shows how brain broken I am sometimes, but I do like I still do like damn, what is it called? League of Legends.
Oh, cool.
Really?
It has a really bad like rap. Haven't played it in a while, but like that's one that if I get a group of friends together, that's one I'll play. But that one's, if you don't have a group, it's probably some of the worst people.
Yeah, I played that in college, and my friends were part of the worst people category in that game. I'm looking at what I played recently, a multiplayer wise, Elden Ring Night Rain. I forgot, I didn't mention that earlier, but I have like 100 hours in that now, and I just want more content. I've done everything, so that game's good.
Nice. Yeah, so damn, I'll have to try that out. I'm not usually the biggest Elden Ring fan, but it's still fun. To kind of bring this back though, like with kids, we can move on to the next topic, but soon. But really curious how UK is going to pass the, like, actually going to make this work. And I just don't think it's going to be very successful.
Mhm.
So are they going to just get more intense with their law? Like, I'm fine with them trying to put laws in. It's when they try to enforce it in ways that are like, okay, you going to throw the kid in jail or the parents in jail because they went on to YouTube or watched a YouTube video that's not appropriate. Like I feel like I grew up just fine and I watched somewhat inappropriate stuff when I was in my teens. So
Yeah, they have all sorts of laws over there about like what you can tweet and what you can post, and they will throw you in jail for it. And I saw there was a big controversy because they flagged like some US citizens' tweets and tried to like extradite them to try to like put them in court for tweets, and it became a big thing, which they like opened up a lawsuit for them from the US government. So like, yeah, I'd like to see them try to enforce that overseas, but I think it's gonna come here because I saw Spotify this week was implementing the same thing in the United States.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure, and I use Apple Music, but like if I have to scan my face to use Apple Music, like I'm just down. Like at that point, I'm gonna be like Kojima and buy the new Walkman and just download my music. It's not like worth it.
Yeah.
or you could be like Gardiner and get a Zune.
Oh, you have a Zune? Which one? Oh,
Look at
that's
that.
awesome.
Dude, this is the original 30 model, and
That's
yeah,
sick.
I use it all the time.
Did you have to replace the battery or anything?
Not yet.
Oh, that's cool.
I want to, and I want to get like a SSD drive in it because it's still got
Yeah.
the spinning drive. But
Yeah, I have an iPod Classic, and I did the SSD swap, and it's so good.
yeah,
It's like, yeah, I just wish it had Bluetooth, because like I like having the headphone port, but like if I could solder, I would solder on a Bluetooth adapter thing, and then just use my freaking Sony earbuds.
yeah. It has Wi-Fi in it, and so that makes me think that it's possible to do Bluetooth, but there is no
Yeah.
Bluetooth setting. And unfortunately, the Zune hasn't been like successfully hacked, so you can't do custom firmware and shit. So, I think I said last week, like if if I got $1,000, I'll put down
that's right.
on hacking the Zune. Like if someone
That'd be
wants
cool.
to actually earn some money, but
Yeah, I have a scraper, like this app that runs on my MacBook that like when I add a song to a playlist on Apple Music, it just scrapes it and downloads it with art and everything. So I have all my stuff backed up.
nice.
But yeah, like,
Nice.
you know, I'm not scanning my face to go listen to freaking music at the gym. Like, get out of here with that.
Yeah, you know who's not going to follow this law? The Pirate Bay.
Yeah, right. Exactly.
Torrent clients.
It'll
No,
bring-
thank you.
We'll all go back in time to like high school.
Yeah. LimeWire.
LimeWire is coming back.
Oh my god.
No. So I think Apple has enough information that they can just age gate it, at least for like everywhere else except for UK. But meaning I'd be shocked if certain places just had you check every time. That's kind of asinine. I'm hoping that if they do, I'm okay if I have to check and like put in some ID or something like that for one time personally, but I'm also at this stage in my life where I'm just like,
Yeah, like all my info's out there anyway. Who gives a shit?
I know it really is like that. As long as my bank account doesn't get leaked again, I'm fine with whatever. So
Oh, you want my
I know it's
picture? Sure. I gotta pay a mortgage, man. You can take my wife.
I mean, yeah.
You want my kids?
Which one? Which one does it take to get access to the internet?
Just put the fries in the bag.
Yeah.
At some point, though, I really do think we need to have like a discussion as a culture about the importance of the internet. Like, I know like it's infiltrated everybody's like most intimate daily activities, but is it fucking worth it? I say this as a content creator. Like,
Yeah, I know.
I just don't feel like it contributes enough value to my life personally. Like professionally, I do this stuff and it does like pay the bills, but on the other hand, it sucks. I hate the internet. It's terrible.
I do too.
I love it.
I like YouTube. I watch movies obviously, but I don't watch TV. I'm just out on TV. No TV. So I watch a lot, just mostly YouTube. I'd like to have YouTube and like a couple online games, but outside of that, I could do without the rest of it, honestly.
Yeah.
I love it. I love the internet. But I also don't like dealing with, like, I don't do social media that much.
Yeah.
And that's the part where I do kind of just I'm tired of social media is what I'm saying. It's just the amount of either like unverified news that just, because I live in Utah, the amount of people that get tricked by the news, you know, fake news and all that is just crazy amount. I'm just tired of it. I want some regulations into like what people can say and like actually pass around. But
well, here's the thing, man. It's like, what is actually going on here with this bill? It's like they're trying to protect kids from, you know, sexual content or violent content or extremist content, whatever. But it's like, what if we look at it from a different angle? What if we regulate what kinds of websites are allowed to exist and not worry about the kids that are online, right? Like, just social media as it stands is entirely, it's just one big dark pattern, right? It's designed to keep you online, keep you addicted, keep you scrolling, keep showing ads to you. And if we say as a society we don't want that to exist anymore, that is valid, right? Like, we're not curtailing speech at that point. We're not like having to talk about licensing to get on the internet or whatever, or validating who you are. We're talking about this product is detrimental to us as a society, as a species even, and it should not exist, and therefore we're making it illegal. That is okay in my book. Like, that is something that governments are supposed to do, and it's not a speech issue. It's a culture issue. It's a matter of, you know, decency. I don't know.
I really don't think we're going to ever be able to get social media fully banned. I think our best bet is to slowly worm in some protections, and that's about, I think, all we can really do. I mean, look at TikTok alone. It was supposed to die off, and it didn't.
Yeah.
I don't like TikTok anymore. I like Instagram Reels.
Is that where you get your buzz from? Your social media buzz?
Yeah.
You get your high?
It's such a like wild shift from TikTok, because it goes from like, you know, like dogs and chicks dancing to like people crashing their car, jumping off roofs. Then it's like acoustic covers of songs. It's just totally crazy stuff.
Instagram, like that's how the feed works. I mainly use Instagram partially because my wife does, and so she'll send me stuff all the time, and I'm like there for a while. I was really bad at just logging on and every day and just looking at it for like an hour or two, and now I just don't.
Instagram ads will pull from like Etsy, so like it's so funny. I'll get ads for like, you know, this high produced t-shirt or something, and then the next one is like old cigarettes. Because it just like it's definitely like listens to you talk and like scans your text and stuff. So it's like, you might be interested in these cigarettes from 1960, and I'm like, I kind of am. Like, maybe I'll grab those.
That's really funny. You know what? I'll have to say this right now. I'm just glad that someone listens to me. Maybe we shouldn't stop these dark patterns, because you know what? I need like, whether it be an entity, AI, or whatever, just listen to me. Sometimes.
Yeah, Instagram ads, they're fine. They get me all the time. It's not even like an ad. It's just like reminding me to buy stuff. Like if I tell my wife, I'm like, oh man, I need to get propane. Like I'll see a propane tank pop up on Instagram Reels, and I'm like, oh yeah, I gotta go to the gas station.
Dude, I only have like a couple of apps installed on my phone. Like, I don't. If I want to use Instagram or Facebook or anything on my phone, I literally go into my web browser and open the page there. Like,
old school.
I will not install
any
apps. Because they listen to me and I hate it. I want to be left alone. I don't want anyone to listen to me.
We could be a study, Gardiner. You'd be the like on the extreme side of like being very privacy oriented, and then I'm gonna be on the other side of being open completely. And they're gonna have to do a study on us to see like our brains later on. Let's see what.
Yeah,
See if
it feels
what's
like
going on with.
it feels like my brain's already starting to calcify. I'm 36, and I'm like, I just am witnessing myself becoming dumber and dumber every day, and I'm like, what is going on? And it has. I don't even think it has anything to do with like smartphones. I only use my phone. Like, you know how like it has the digital wellness stuff on phones. Mine says like, let me look at mine. What does it say right now? I don't even remember how to find it.
Well, while you're finding that, Annie is making me smarter. So as you're classifying, I'm using AI to make myself smarter.
Which one is Annie?
She's the Grok bot that Elon Musk released. The one chick with the pigtails.
Dude, okay, so yesterday I used my phone for an hour and 30 minutes. And that was because I was playing music when I was driving yesterday. So like I probably only used it for 45 minutes, like actually looking at the screen.
I don't want to see my usage. I don't want to see
I'm
my
not checking
usage.
that. No. I used Instagram Reels probably for an hour on the treadmill yesterday. Then I was waiting for a video to export, and I played Car X Street for an hour.
Nice.
I know I did that.
That's multitasking. I think that's deserved.
Yeah,
Breaks.
definitely.
Oh God, my average this week is 8 hours.
On your phone?
Yeah, but I use my phone for like listening to podcasts while I work,
Mm.
and I use my phone for like everything.
No judgment
so,
here. I'm not trying to make you feel insecure about that.
No, I should feel bad. I should feel bad about myself, and
I don't see an average. I have an Android phone, but so 1 hour and 30, 2 hours and 10,
Oof.
2 hours and 30, 1 hour and 10. Yeah.
You're just playing your N64, right?
Yeah,
Like,
dude. N64, or I'm working on videos or doing stuff for my clients or whatever. Like, yeah.
Cool.
I just don't, I hate my phone. I don't want it.
so I use mine for like I like podcasts. I like to listen to like what's going on, either news wise or entertainment. Well, especially while I'm doing chores and doing stuff like that. I watch YouTube videos all the time on it.
Yeah. I the majority of the time on my phone is when I'm watching videos. But when I go for runs, I literally take my Zune with me and I'm listening. Like I don't want to use my phone.
Yeah.
I know I'm weird.
I get that.
I'm a weirdo. I know.
No, I'm kind of like that with social media though. Like I don't want to use it, and I do. Especially like it's really hard because if you want to grow a brand, you really need to use it, and I just so resistant.
Yeah.
But it will be interesting to see how this all goes with the children. Won't somebody think of the children? And I mean, if you're blocking, like, is that going to even be news? Like, oh, you can't hear about what's going on in, like, let's say, not to get too political, but like Gaza or something like that. Like, can they not learn about that? Can they not learn about things going on in the world? So I'm really curious how they're going to filter out different aspects for children. They might as honestly, they'd probably be easier for them to just be like, okay, here's your little safety browser. This is the only thing you can use, and just be very limited. I think any other thing else is going to be really hard.
all these kids are going to be on Telegram.
Oh God.
Yeah.
Well, that's if you want to leak your information, then you go on Telegram.
Yeah.
So
Telegram.
Telegram is not as secure as people think it is. That's the thing that that's another reason I think I kind of play the whole like I just assume almost everything's insecure. So
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
It
yeah,
is.
I'm just assuming whatever I'm doing is going to probably be leaked. So yeah,
Yeah.
no surprises.
Be careful.
I'm not going to be in any Epstein list or anything like that. Okay, let's rein this back in. Gamers, so let's get into the next topic. So gamers working together to reverse payment processor bans is an interesting it's been an interesting past 2 weeks with this payment processor stuff.
Yeah.
Both like I think our opinions on here and just what's been going on. So gamers have been in a frenzy ever since payment processors and collective shout decided to go after adult games on Steam and itch.io. Some gamers have even gotten responses from Visa where they claim as long as said material being transacted is legal, then it's good to go, which is so bizarre. And it's bizarre that they went after Steam and itch.io, but there's like so many other places that you can buy games.
Yeah, did you see that GOG did that bundle of like adult games for free?
Yep.
And
12
and then they like
adult
had
games for free.
They had like a tutorial on how to hide your games in your library. Which, like, I'm not adding those to my account, but like I respect the idea, I guess. I think it's cool. Interesting.
I find it suspicious whenever like these like organizations or whatever go after Steam and not Microsoft with Xbox or PlayStation, because it's like, is this like like a secret industry lobby like that's trying to like unseat the Valve from the throne? You know what I'm saying? Like,
it's got to be. And then it's weird because Nintendo has a ton of lewd games on there. Like there's like AI Slop uploaded all the time. That's like, schoolgirl surprise puzzle game or whatever. Like if you ever go through the new section on the eShop, it's crazy.
Well, they don't want to go after Nintendo. Nintendo sues. They bite. They have a bite.
Yeah, I feel like Valve also could get pretty litigious if you push them hard enough, which I guess it'd be interesting. I was gonna say nice, but if they lose the lawsuit, then that could be bad overall.
Yeah, they could be gearing up to maybe a lawsuit or something. All I know is, this is why you don't want non-governmental centralized processing systems like this, where you don't really have a say. It's not like you could petition your local government to change things. You're just beholden to what a corporation wants to do.
Yeah, it's crazy that like a bunch of, I ran through like every insult in my head that I was gonna say, but we're on YouTube, so I won't say that. It was just like a bunch of fucking, hags sitting around in Australia just being like, I don't like this. And that they're getting this much stuff taken down. Like, that's crazy that they're able to do that.
Yeah.
They're living good right now. They must be on a high getting all that power. This reminds me of the 90s and the 2000s once again. Like, we went through stuff like this before. I've seen it because just kind of where I live, I saw it firsthand. People trying to stop stuff like this, but it's definitely like with GOG, and some of these other companies, even itch.io. I can't remember if we talked about this. Is looking into different payment processing systems like
Stripe.
Yeah. Well, Stripe still has to use. Stripe will use multiple different methods. You can use like Visa and MasterCard, but yeah, it will be. They have additional. It's just interesting that MasterCard and Visa, because it's both of them, right? Like MasterCard and Visa are both doing this. Is there like, are they going to merge one day? Are they owned by the same parent company? I really don't know. Like, it's really weird because it seems like every time stuff like this happens, they're kind of lockstep. Like they're doing it together.
They took on some horror game called Vile Exhumed, and that pissed me off. I was like I care obviously like about the adult games. I'm like, let the gooners play their stuff, but like it didn't really affect me. And then seeing a cool new horror game get taken down is kind of crazy. And the funny thing is, the game that got taken down, Vile Exhumed, deals with a lot of the stuff that this collective shout group is upset about. So it's like, it's kind of hurting the games that they'd probably enjoy playing the most. Like, it's weird. Very not thought out.
Yeah, I definitely think like some of the games that were taken down off Steam, I'm just like, well, I don't know. Like, I think they should have been on an adult only site, but that's just what it is, whatever.
Yeah.
Like there's a place, and companies can choose to remove their games if they want, but this has gone beyond that and it's getting worse. So
it's funny when you uncheck that filter on Steam and look at the top sellers, because it's like, oh, people are buying this stuff a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, that's why it hasn't been removed before that, right?
Right.
Yeah, I go back and forth on the whole Steam thing. They do like protected enough, but there are just certain topics where I'm just like, I'd prefer that to be on an adults only website because my kid is on Steam. And if they find a way to unlock it, I don't know. It is what it is, I guess. So yeah. Any last thoughts on this payment processing stuff? We've kind of covered it multiple times.
You guys covered this a lot.
Yeah, we talked about it both last week and the week before.
Yep.
I guess the one thing that I will say, and this is something that I have strongly believed for a while, is just like any industry that through their marketing positions themselves as freedom, right? Like if you buy our product, you become free, is a load of horse shit, right? And so like every time Valve is like, oh, we're protecting free speech on our platform, I think that that's a bunch of bullshit. Like I just don't. It's because like it's clear that they actually do have certain things that they don't want on their platform, and it's arbitrary, right? So with this, it's just, you know, Gabe's not going to be able to buy another yacht company if he removes whatever like porn games from his website or from Steam. So it's like, I don't know. This could be like a roundabout way of like getting those things removed, but I don't think he even wants that. It's just so weird. I just, it's so gross. The world we live in makes me sad.
Oh,
no, there's a lot of good stuff. You got to look at the bright stuff, but unfortunately, you know, those incest games got Gabe his last yacht, so. Yeah. That's one of the bad. One of the goods is maybe some of the good games are getting him in the company, which we could talk about that later. But man, Gaben, man. So talking about slop and everything earlier, the new age of AI slop. Amazon invests in Fable's showrunner AI streaming platform, that's a thing I never thought I would, say. A phrase. Whatever. So Fable, an AI startup, has created the showrunner service, which has been described as Netflix for AI, allowing users to effectively generate AI and TV shows based on some set parameters. They are also in talks with major Hollywood studios and companies like Disney to license IP for use in these showrunner AI, in the showrunner AI platform. Some have posted clips of AI generated episodes on YouTube, and this is from High Tech. So he's given us something from beyond the, well, he's still in Houston. I was going to say beyond Japan, and let me tell you, they do not look good.
Yeah, they're just like Rick and Morty ripoffs. Like
Morty, the AI is coming for you, Morty.
Like,
oh, that's good.
That's pretty much what I watched a couple clips and I was like, I'm checking out. I don't really watch TV anymore, but
yeah.
The Prize. That's okay. Star Trek. You got North Pole, South Park. I don't know. Like,
it's like AI isn't even at the point yet where it can do this, even like marginally well. Like, it's still lacking like the context window to be able to write a whole episode of a show, let alone a season of a show. So like, I don't know, they're just in this to get views and to get clicks and shit. But I mean, I it's just not going to be good at all. I can't even fathom why they're doing this.
It's got to be training the model, having people make their garbage through it.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. At the end of the day, this is, so for people like me, I find this stuff entertaining, but not in the way that you'd think. It's like last week when we did the AI Jason Voorhees dating chat that we did. It was fun, but it was a chat bot essentially. So cool. Like a text based chat. And yeah, he
what did
we got a little.
Where's my mom?
Oh, he Jason was like caressing James's face and being like, "You're a good victim," and then James was like, "Yes, Daddy."
Yeah,
That's awesome.
I'll have a short up on it shortly. And if you watch the beginning of our last episode, Jimmy,
Okay.
it's a cold opening that Gardiner did. So
It's
I watched it. Oh, that's the stuff I enjoy. I like doing the little stupid edgy stuff sometimes. And so I can have fun with this, but if you're replacing your regular TV watching with this, like I think your IQ is pretty low. So I don't know. Like,
Yeah.
yeah. If you're doing it ironically, like, oh, I want to watch my own show on Exit Valley, and make my own thing, and just like, okay, but you gotta realize part of the fun of like consuming games and other media is what other people imagine, not just what you can imagine. If you can imagine something, you create it for other people, not usually for yourself. So I'm curious to see how this all goes, because I see AI being used as a tool, but you're trying to replace like whole industry. Yeah, I don't know if it's going to end well.
This just isn't going to make money. There's literally no way.
I agree. I don't think it's going to make that much money. It's probably, I can't remember which one of you said it, but it's probably going to be for training the AI
Yeah.
more than anything.
Yeah.
So, interesting, but I look at this stuff. None of it looks interesting to me.
No.
No.
Like, it all just looks like other stuff.
Yeah, and not even in a good way.
Yeah.
Ugh.
I don't know.
There's ways to make it look good that might make it look, might be interesting, but I don't know, man. Got a little bit of uncanny valley, which is weird for like a cartoon. Just seems off.
Yeah. Well, I mean, scroll up like to the top. That's basically Donald Trump right there in the front row too.
Oh, I saw a clip from that show, and it was just Trump, and Elon's in it too.
Oh my god.
And Zuck.
Yeah. Is that supposed to be Elon there on the second from the left?
That's Elon.
Oh.
He looks like he's wearing like a Star Trek Enterprise uniform.
And then Zuck's in the middle.
That suck? No.
Yeah.
They made him look more human.
I thought Zuck was on the left there, the far left. Terminator.
Far left. Oh, yeah, right? You got me. No, he needs to be a lot wider and more robotic. Yeah. I think the Terminator might be more human than he is.
Definitely.
A little brutal, but man, that guy, what a journey he's taking. So yeah, I do think I'm not going to like say like propose to ban this type of stuff, but if these companies think they're gonna like fund it, they're gonna be putting money into it, and then when it fails, and what are they gonna do? Just lay off a bunch of other people on their like actual good TV series? Because that's what Netflix tends to do. Like, so is Amazon going to be doing that? Are they going to be laying off people from actual good TV series to just continue the slop? That's what it seems like in other industries is happening. So I think that's the worst part about all this. And I about ready to cut the cable on some of these companies. They just sometimes bring out Amazon, Netflix, and all that always have like one TV series that I like, which makes it hard. So
I just don't subscribe to any of them. They're all trash.
Well, they have some good stuff. Like, we don't need to get into it, but they all have some decent. I'm very selective. I don't have like a TV package. I usually have streaming packages for stuff that has services that I find interesting. I'm usually more about like a comedy or horror person. So, get into the next topic. Sony sues Tencent for a blatant Horizon knockoff. This is a very interesting topic that I'm curious if how it's actually gonna go, because we'll see. Sony's big, but Tencent is massive. So Tencent's Light of Motrium is very evocative of Sony's Horizon franchise, from the robotic dinosaurs to the ancient futuristic civilization to the juxtaposition of depicting indigenous lifestyles. Man, High Tech picked up a dictionary or thesaurus to said sci-fi elements. Sony is suing Tencent with claims that the game is such a blatant ripoff that it's actually confused people into thinking that it's the next Horizon game. What is worth mentioning is that Tencent apparently does not have shares in Sony in any capacity. Well, I mean, not shocked there. Both really big companies.
Yeah.
You know, I need to go take some Motrium Light. My stomach's a little upset right now.
Wait, Gardner, you don't play new game. Have you seen how similar this is to Horizon? Because it's like blatant ripoff.
Oh,
it's like it's 1-to-1.
I mean, I've seen Tencent have like a reputation of just ripping off other games too.
Yeah. And like the other half of the story is that they went to Sony and they were like, hey, can we make a Horizon game set in China? And Sony was like, no. So then they just made it anyway and changed the name.
Oh my god.
So that's like why I think people like on the legal side think this is going to work out for Sony, is because like Tencent directly said they were going to make a Horizon clone and then did when they were told not to. But like the key art and everything like on the store page is the exact same pretty much. Like the characters all wear the same little outfits. Like it's pretty egregious. Like usually I'm like, I don't know. Like is Left 5 Dead really that similar to Left 4 Dead? But this is like it's so funny.
This is pretty blatant. The that little drone though kind of looks like
Destiny.
Destiny, yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, no. Oh yeah, they got the elephants and the bulls.
The ox.
Oh, that's a little different. I don't know if they had pelicans.
Yeah,
but...
and the second one, because you go to San Francisco, so they had the pelicans.
I just bought it during the sales last couple weeks ago. I haven't played it. Oh, did I buy it then? I don't know. I haven't played it yet. I own it, but I've beat the first one, which I actually really did like the game, conceptually, and somewhat technical, but yeah,
the story's predictable as hell.
They definitely could have gone certain routes to just not make it feel so much like the other one. Like is this even going to be a good game? That's the thing. Once you clone it so close, is it even
it's a Souls-like. I saw gameplay of it. It's like it's a Souls-like gameplay style.
Well, you lost me.
Yeah.
I'm not a big Souls person. Sometimes, but
I mean, gameplay can't be copyrighted, like, you know, genre and stuff, but like this looks identical.
Like the art style.
Yeah. Oh my.
Yeah, and if they also have like evidence to say that they essentially were copying as much as they can,
they intended to, yeah.
Yeah, that's not, the intention's a big part of it. It's not good. If they didn't have any of that stuff, if they're just like, yeah, we wanted the kind of like, we really like the genre and we wanted to make it seem good and just end up being similar, they might be able to get away from it, but it is pretty close. I don't know. Why can't human beings kill God? I mean, that is different. I don't think there is anything with... There are parts that are different. It's just...
The general art style is the same.
Yeah. They should have done a couple of things to just make it a little different. Like the robots themselves, like the animals and everything, they're so close.
Yeah.
Oh, that seems
Star
different.
Destroyer from Star Wars.
It's like Dune.
Yeah. They're just like, take a couple of different games and then copy them, but... Oh, Scorpions, okay.
I mean, you know, I hope Sony wins. That's pretty much all I have to say.
You're not a fan of Tencent?
If you look at the legal documents, it's funny. They like have left and right side columns with like their game, our game. And it's like, not only is the art style 1-to-1 drop, but like their press materials, like their screenshots and everything, they lay them out the same, put the characters in the same spot and everything. They're just using our shit.
I mean, I'm seeing some stuff that's different. So it's really unfortunate that they went the route they went.
Yeah.
Because they could have actually, like, the more I'm watching, the more I'm like, okay, this is actually a little bit more interesting. But they unfortunately they went too close to what Horizon Zero Dawn's art style and design. It's going to get them in trouble. They could have even started building this out that way and then changed out art assets if they really wanted. But now they're just going to end up in legal trouble and probably having to pay, whether it be like royalties or something. We'll see what Sony decides during the lawsuit. But yep.
Wow, dude! If you just look up Light of Motrium Horizon Zero Dawn, there's like the box art comparison is just wild. Like they're basically the same.
So is it going to be like a gacha game or something where you're just going to have to
Probably.
pay? Yeah. And it definitely doesn't have my interest. I'm not a fan of those types of games. Unless you bring in like if Half-Life did it, I would do it, but
Yeah.
I don't think Valve would ever do that. I have my weaknesses. Okay. So let's get on to the next topic here. This has been fun enough, but Tencent, you're screwed. On to the next thing. DuckStation dev Stenzek to cancel Linux support for emulator. So Stenzek is fed up with the Arch users and has had it with the complaining to him, even though it's clearly user errors. Step 1 was refusing to build an Arc environment. Step 2 is outright refusing to build in Linux support. Hasn't happened just yet, but it's highly disappointing to see DuckStation going this route. This is interesting.
Yeah, I mean, I'm just worried about Stenzek, man. I'm like, are you okay, buddy? Like, he's just made some very strange decisions over the last little while about DuckStation. Like, it's no longer open source, right? Like that was the big thing a couple months ago.
Oh yeah, I think you're right. Let's see.
The license is attribution, non-commercial, non-derivative. I guess it's Creative Commons now, which is not technically open source.
Yeah. Interesting. So yeah, Creative Commons. Okay. So, but I mean, people could fork it before if they wanted, before the license change, right? So people could always do that, but it sounds like getting pretty defensive on this game. Sounds like, I mean, there are some really annoying Linux users, but if you were...
Yeah, what are people like bugging him about?
It sounds like the way certain distros are packaging DuckStation, it's causing errors with DuckStation, and that leads to end users complaining to Stenzek about it, but it's out of his control because the maintainers are packaging.
I get it. Okay.
Yeah.
So I see. That's a bummer. This is the main PS1 emulator that EmuDeck uses.
Yeah. Yeah.
Is there another one?
There are a few others.
Yeah.
And honestly, I mean, DuckStation has really great compatibility and everything, but like, what's the other one? Mednafen has a good PS1 emulation stack. So that, and I believe you can get that in RetroArch, so it shouldn't be that difficult for everybody to adapt to. It just doesn't have a good GUI, as far as I know. Like,
Gotcha.
You just have to use the built-in RetroArch one.
Are you the reason why DuckStation's dropping the Linux now, Gardiner? You just complain too much about it.
Oh yeah, no, I've been complaining for years about how awesome DuckStation is, but I actually really do like DuckStation. I think it's great. It has a good. I mean, if I'm wrong, I believe Stenzek was involved in PPSSPP's development too, and they have a similar. Yeah. I could be wrong about that, but I know. I don't think he's involved with it anymore. If he was, but I know that there's like some overlap between PPSSPP and there was DuckStation. So, or maybe Stenzek was like part of Dolphin and left or something. I know that there's like one developer who's common between other emulators. But yeah, I really like DuckStation. Their interface is great. It's very user friendly, and so it sucks to see this.
Yeah, it's man. There's always been rife and stuff going on with the emulation world. So, I mean, Nintendo Switch just just having the Switch emulators die off, and now this. Luckily, everything's open source, so. I mean, that's one of the nice things and the important things about open source is that if something happens like with this DuckStation, someone can still fork it, at least at one point, or, I mean, it's Creative Commons. They could still fork it and make sure that it's supported on Linux, right?
Yeah, I mean, you could roll back to a previous one that was licensed openly, and you could do that. But, I mean, there's other PS1 emulators, and I just, it is nice to have a variety, but like at the same time, I think Men-Defend's PS1 emulation is really great. I don't remember exactly if they use a different core or something, but I'm gonna look it up now. Yeah, Men-Defend actually supports multiple systems, so they have PS1 support, but they also have Sega Saturn, Master System, Genesis, Game Gear. They also have like Game Boy and Game Boy Advance, NES and Super NES. So, it's good to have like dedicated ones, but at the same time, I think Men-Defend is pretty great for what it does.
It's good to know. It's good to know. Yeah, I can definitely say like I've supported some open source software, and it is annoying sometimes to hear, like, because you got a lot of really good voices, and then you also have people that are just cynical.
Yeah.
And so they just
well, I'm always scared to ask or give feedback on this stuff because it's like, this guy took out his time, he made it for free, I don't want to complain. So I usually just look for other people who have the issue I have. I don't like putting myself out there like that. I don't want to ruin anyone's day.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, the thing is, like, Stenzek isn't like totally in the wrong here. Like, this is a common complaint, especially from emulator developers, where package maintainers or distro maintainers will package emulators wrong, and they just don't work. I think Dolphin was complaining about this like 2 years ago, but the difference is how they react, right? Like, the difference is, Dolphin started doing flat pack packaging, and they're doing it themselves, right? So the reason that they're doing that is because the native packages on Ubuntu and a few others were just like broken, and so they'd get all these like things that were not. It wasn't the fault of Dolphin that the packages were broken. So now they're just recommending, hey, we have a flat pack, we have an app image. That's how you use it. Don't package this in your distro. Some distributions don't listen. But it sounds like this was even just not even Arch packaging it wrong. This was like the AUR packaging it, which is just a distributed thing like anybody can do. So who knows, man? I mean, I get being frustrated, but I don't think this is the right move.
Yeah.
Yeah, removing Linux support entirely is crazy.
Yeah.
That is a crazy step where there are ways to like remedy it or even push it off onto maybe someone else if they really wanted.
Yeah.
Asking for help even. It's open source. Well, it was open source, but near open source. So yeah. Our next topic, so the top 20 Japanese game studios by average salary, a report came out from, at least this is where we're getting it is from Gamer Braves. And so a new study reveals which Japanese game companies pay their employees the most, with some surprising results. Sony topped the list, while gaming giant Square Enix didn't even make it into the top 20, which is crazy.
That is nuts.
It is really crazy.
Like Konami's in there.
Konami, yeah. Sorry. I was going to say, get Konami's in there.
Sorry, keep cutting you off.
Yeah. Japanese software company Cells now looked at average yearly salaries at domestic game companies from June 2024 to June 2025. They used data from Cells Now DB, which tracks information on about 5.4 million Japanese companies. The database pulls from official sources like business registries, tax records, and government reports, though some numbers might be different from what companies officially announce. So we don't need to read much more. We can talk about this, though. What do you guys think?
Well, Sony's at the top, right? $75,000 a year, right? 11 million yen. And notably, Square Enix is paying less than 42,000 because they're not even on this list, right? That's crazy. Also, I know High Tech probably has heard of every one of these companies, but I know Sony, Bandai, Sega, Capcom, Konami, and Nintendo, of course.
DNA makes mobile games. Koei Tecmo does like Ninja Gaiden.
Oh yeah, okay, I've heard of Koei. Yeah.
Nexon does like free to play garbage. I'm pretty sure.
Oh yeah, they're mostly like gacha stuff, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Never heard of Digital Hearts or Calliope or Imagineer. These seem like so fake.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't know what the average salary is in general in Japan, but I know it's lower than everywhere else. So 75K doesn't seem too bad. I don't know. It makes sense. Sony's got hardware in addition to, games.
Yeah, so the average salary in Japan is 45,000 USD.
So you're a top earner.
Yeah.
If you're working at Sony or Bandai.
I mean,
That's crazy that Bandai's that high, right? Like,
Yeah.
They got Elden Ring, they got Dark Souls, they got Armored Core. That's keeping them trucking along. And now they're doing those ports of defunct Sony IP like Hot Shots Golf and Patapon. I don't know how those are selling, but Namco kind of gets away with being one of the biggest publishers, like no one really talks about it.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I know that like when they were doing like all those Pac-Man revival games like 10 years ago, I was here for it.
Whoa, what was that one called? The really good one that was on the 360.
Oh, Pac-Man Championship Edition DX.
Yeah, that was awesome.
Oh my god. Championship Edition is awesome. And then they also had Pac-Man 256, which was like a mobile game, but it was addictive as hell. Yeah,
that was the Crossy Road People's game. That game was really good.
Oh, so good.
Yeah, I'm glad Capcom's up there, even though Monster Hunter Wilds was disappointing to me. Resident Evil's my favorite series, so I'm glad they're up there, I guess. Paying people well.
Yeah, no, it is interesting because from my understanding, like game developers and is a little bit more prestigious, at least in Japan.
Yeah, it's one of their biggest exports is a video game.
Yeah. And so it's nice to see that they get paid well. But I do think there's still from my understanding, there's still some pay gap issues in Japan with certain game companies. So it's nice to see some of, maybe some of our favorites on here, at least don't follow that trend, because there are it mentions earlier, that that Square Enix doesn't even hit the top 20, which is not good, because Square Enix makes some good stuff, but that means they pay horribly. And they sell a ton of copies. Square Enix sells a ton of games, so they can afford to pay their employees better. And usually, from my understanding too, Japanese, especially if they're Japanese companies, they don't tend to pay their CEOs they pay them decent, but they're not like American CEOs,
right? Where
it's 100 times more than maybe even 1,000 times more than the lowest earner, which is crazy. So, and they'll even take pay cuts if they did bad enough. So, there's some respect there. Yep. But then you have people that are killing themselves almost literally to release games that are below that rank 20. So they get paid a lot less to work ungodly hours to release stuff, because they release a lot. Japanese companies, especially game companies, release a lot of games. It's crazy what their turnover is. So
I know. I was just talking about this on DeckReady, but like From Software is crazy. Like they put out in the past couple of years, like Armored Core, the Elden Ring DLC, Night Rain, and then they've got either a new Armored Core or Dark Souls 3 remaster next year. Like they're killing it.
From Software's not even on here though.
Yeah, their parent company is Kudakawa, but Namco publishes all of the From Software games.
Oh, that's right. That's right. I'm thinking studios and.
Is Kudakawa on here?
No.
But I think they're just like I don't think they like do anything, you know? Like I think From Software does its own thing and just has a parent company.
Yeah, that's what it seems like too, is that they kind of just have their own direction.
But Namco pays people well and they publish all those games. So that's good.
I would like to see, well, so in Japan too, a lot of like essential services are paid for. They have universal health care. This is important, I think, when you take this into account, like with these salaries, there's also other things that are taken care of for them and from the Japanese side of things, or like from the government. So
yeah, they got a pretty closed
essentials
off economy too. Like,
yeah,
that's what, whenever anyone goes there, I just hear how relatively cheap it is to, you know, get food and travel and stay there. It's just the plane ticket that costs the most.
The plane ticket costs a lot. The hotel rooms and living can cost, like if you're used to American like size stuff, you're going to be paying a lot for that in Japan. But if you can get away with just a nice 2-bedroom apartment, it's pretty cheap. The food though is definitely decently priced. I think even for Japanese people, because I think they definitely are a worker, like kind of a worker first culture where everyone works, so they don't usually get to pack their own food oftentimes, so they eat out a lot. And so very balanced system in some ways, but you know, with all this, there's the grime underneath, but we don't need to talk about that. It's good stuff though. Gardiner, you need to go to Japan. Have you been to Japan, Jimmy?
Nope. I would like to go.
You guys should go. It's really, even from like cultural side of things, it's really fascinating.
Cool.
Like it, you definitely, from a cultural and everything, is just, you learn a lot. But
yeah, I've always wanted to go to Japan. I just haven't.
You got to write it off, man. Gardner, you got to go to one of the events. Just write the whole trip off.
TGS.
Oh man, that would be great.
They had a Steam Deck booth there.
Yeah.
You cover like all of Linux though, right? Like,
yeah,
not just Steam Deck. Cool.
Yeah. My Linux videos do far worse than my Steam Deck videos, so I have a bit of a focus on Steam Deck still. But yeah.
Yeah. Smart.
Yeah.
Yeah. Same. I don't do Linux that much. I'll talk about it, but then people, their eyes glaze over if I'm on stream or something. But, well, with that being said, let's, it's just a fascinating view into all this. I would love to see comparisons between different countries and what the cost of living is it calculated into this. Maybe I'll create it. Like, I'll have AI. This is a great thing that AI can do, is that you can have it do research mode, like with ChatGPT, and have it do like a huge list of like cost of living, what industries are making on average, and depending on country and stuff like that. So it'd be a fun one to cover. Maybe I'll do that next week. Because I'm really curious. We talk about how game developers get screwed over, but I'm really curious about like how screwed over. Because I don't think their pay raised much, even though game companies are charging drastically more and have a lot more sales. So,
yeah, I know Square Enix sells a lot, but they spend a lot too on games. Like, they have been in trouble for a while. Like Rebirth and 7 Remake. Like 7 Remake did well, and then Rebirth bombed, and Final Fantasy 16 bombed pretty hard. And that's what they're sinking all their money into. So, like, maybe it's like a talent thing. Like, they just don't pay well enough, so they don't get enough good talent. And then it's like...
Yes. That is a big part of the problem. I think Valve has a good process of where they have exceptional talent. They don't have a whole lot of it. And their average pay, I think, is what? 400,000 for employees.
Yeah.
Like if you look at the average pay for, if we threw Valve into here, it's like super high. Actually, it's maybe more than 400,000. Is it like $1 million? I don't remember.
It's like, I heard 600,000 per employee on average.
Yeah.
And they get that trip to Hawaii every year.
Yeah.
On like a yacht. No, I don't know if it's on a yacht, but that's what Gabe should do. Speaking of, that, let's go into our next thing. Because that's what, dude, it makes me want to go work for Gabe, because I would love to be a butler on one of those yachts.
Yeah.
But Gabe Newell acquires yacht company building the 400 million ocean fortress. He'll pick up later this year because he respects the sea, which is interesting. So I've been a little critical. I love Gabe. I'm a little critical of how much he spends on yachts. Like, you have one, okay, I'll forgive you. You have a couple more, I'm like, you can only really use one at a time unless you have like a support frigate, I guess. But then we're talking about,
a navy,
insane amount. That's what I think of it, support frigate. And so I don't like it because the type of excessive wealth is just, while other people are suffering in the world, I'm not a fan of it. But I guess at least he's buying a company that builds them, so maybe he'll save some money and maybe even hire some more people. I don't know, but it's an interesting thing with this.
Expensive to staff, that's for sure.
Oh yeah.
You got to pay people salary pretty much, even when they're not driving your boat or like cooking for you or whatever.
I think Gabe's a made man. I think he does it all himself. He knows what he's doing. I could just imagine. All I know is this picture of him and what he looks like now. He has lost some weight.
He's been scuba diving.
He's been scuba diving with some Ozempic. Yeah.
Yeah. He's wearing it. He's got a beard. He doesn't have Ozempic neck. Or if he does, you can't see it.
That's true. It doesn't matter to me. I think Ozempic is good for people if they need to get healthier. But yeah, no, he's scuba diving. Like the interview, you saw the interview, right, Jimmy, or read it or whatever. Like, his work. He says he's retired, but he works 7 days a week, and then in between, I'm assuming he just does a lot of meetings. In between his meetings, he scuba dives 1, 2, maybe even 3 times a day, which is crazy.
Yeah.
He's living the dream, man.
I wish I could.
I couldn't imagine having to take a shower, go scuba diving, take a shower, scuba dive, I'm assuming you're showering after, even if you're wearing a whole suit. Like, it's crazy. It's too much work for me. I do it once a day.
Yeah.
And that still seems excessive.
I take my kayak out pretty much once a day.
Really?
Yeah.
Nice. That seems like so much work. I'd do it like once a week.
Well, like my community has a park, so I could just drive down there, and there's a kayak rack, and then it has a launch. So you just get in, do your kayaking, pull it out. You're out of there in like 2 minutes. It's kind of great.
That's not too bad, actually.
Yeah.
There's a couple of places around here that kind of like that. But they're like 15, 20 minutes away. I have a pool I can walk to in like 3 minutes, and I only go to that like once a week. A community pool.
My girlfriend's aunt lives on a lake, which is really nice, but we only go there like once a year because she lives way too far away.
That's cool. I'd visit a lot. Lives on a lake or by a lake? Like,
her property, she has an easement that gets you onto the lake.
That's cool.
Yeah.
That's cool. Yeah. I'm down for that type of stuff. But it's interesting that Gabe does so many, he has his hand in so many different pots. Like, he's doing so many different things that it's crazy that, I mean, he is living the dream. Like, I don't mind working into my old age, as long as I love the work, right?
Yeah.
Like, I think content creation is really fun. I could see myself doing this for a very long time.
Yeah.
It gets a little frustrating though, right? When, there's not a lot of good news or you work really hard on a video and it doesn't do as well as you're hoping.
Yeah. That is the toughest part. Or like trying to make something interesting, I guess. That's seems boring on the surface.
Yeah.
I edit everything. Do you guys have editors?
No.
Yeah. One man shows. That's the hard part, is like editing and getting it all done.
I would rather just be editing and not be on camera at all. But I don't want to pay someone to to be on
to
camera
be a host.
for me. I like the writing and I like the editing, but I hate the performing.
Interesting.
Yeah.
I like researching. I don't like writing a script. I do usually do talking points oftentimes, or I do talking points mixed in with a little bit of AI to just help bring my ideas into like a better format. And then recordings for me. Like, I like recording. I've recorded videos I haven't edited, like that I recorded like 6 months ago. Just because I recorded them, I'm like, I don't know if I liked how that was. And then I just don't do it because apprehension.
I'm off the cuff, except on my Real Ones channel. That's all scripted. And I like editing for Real Ones, but the news videos, I'm like, I've done so many of them at this point that it's like, it's hard to find anything new to do on it, you know? So it's just kind of rinse and repeat.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, for me, the news videos I'm trying to get away from because I find them so tedious now. Like you were saying, it's kind of like just rinse and repeat, and they don't really have a lot of staying power, you know. So like they don't really go in. They're relevant for like a week, and then it's you know,
they're not evergreen for sure.
Yeah. So I'm trying to move over to something else now, but I've kind of trained my audience, or actually maybe I've trained YouTube for the wrong audience, maybe, because I've been doing different types of videos and they're not getting any traction.
A lot of people do that and then get scared off by one not taking off. But if you keep doing them, it'll try with all of them to find the right audience, and then it'll pick up on the fact that you're sticking to like a weird little schedule, and it'll feed it out to more people. But that's like, I had a horror channel, and then I wanted to do longer horror videos, so I started a second channel just so I'd get a fresh batch, you know?
But it's so hard to start another channel and then juggle. You juggle so much, Jimmy. I don't know how you do it.
I don't know how you do it.
It was my job for a while. Like when I didn't own the channels, I basically would just like drive out to an office and then like film, and then I would edit some. We had an editor, and then someone launched the video. So like I only had to worry about the filming. But yeah, when I moved back to Michigan, I was like, well, because I guess I'm doing everything myself. And then now I own it, which is great because I was doing most of the work at that point. But yeah, I don't know. Like it seems a lot bigger in your head to have 4 different channels, but you're really doing the same thing, just more. I just have multiple profiles in Safari or whatever.
That's smart.
Yeah.
And then having
I kind of do
Gigabit,
that too.
having Gigabit is like the game changer, because you can just upload a video like a minute, load in the description, load in the ads. But yeah, I do batch shooting. So like I do 1 PS Ready, 1 DeckReady a day for Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday.
Nice. I've tried doing batch shooting, and then I just kind of ADHD out, and I
I have to take a break sometimes. But yeah, it's like my job. So like it's not, I don't have anything else going on. I can just spend all day on it.
Yeah. I'm like juggling like client work. I do websites and other video production stuff. So yeah. And that's where I make almost all of my money now, because YouTube is just screwing me on ads.
Yeah, the CPMs on PC content specifically are really low. Like on movies, they're insane.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think last month I made like $580 from like 250,000 views, and I was like, this doesn't seem worth it.
CPMs are super low, and then everyone, I noticed that like people who watch YouTube think everyone gets paid the same across YouTube, and it's like, no,
not at all.
Like even like the PlayStation channel I do 3 videos on each channel each week, and the PlayStation one makes like probably like 30% more than the Steam Deck one, and they get about the same views. And it's just like a total crapshoot.
Yep. Ugh, junk.
Yeah, you got to do sponsors at that point. It almost forces you to have to do sponsors.
I can't do sponsors. I try to do it, and then it just Like there's something about it that viscerally pisses me off.
Yeah, I've done it twice. I've done 2 sponsors. One didn't pay me.
That's good.
Yeah.
Did you sign a contract?
No.
Oh, then you could have gone ahead.
But I was also like I'm still like super small, so it's one of those things where I'm like, it was a learning thing. I didn't want to really deal with it. The other one I did sign a contract. The one I like a real brand, and so that one paid me. But the other one it was more I was curious, and yeah. Normally I would. If I definitely expected a lot too from it, but yeah, it's fun. I treat this a little bit more as like a hobby, but I really do like doing it.
Yeah.
If I don't treat it like a hobby, it feels too much like work, and I already have a 9 to 5. So,
yeah.
But I want to do it. I want to do more. It's just gets a little stressful.
Yeah. What really irritates me is like when I upload a video, I also upload it to my PeerTube, and my PeerTube gets consistent views no matter what I'm talking about. It's usually, it's I don't remember exactly how many, but I have a couple thousand followers on my PeerTube, and each video in the first day gets like 130 views, right? Which it's very consistent. It almost never deviates. And YouTube, it's like up and down and ridiculous, and it's like
I know
the algorithm is just so skewed, and I just hate it.
You just need to start doing family vlogging.
Dude, that's where the
adopt
money
a kid.
Is. Yeah, I'm gonna adopt
a kid.
Exploit them for cash.
Exploit them for oh my gosh. Hey, that's at least one thing that California does well. They have laws against that, so
yeah.
Because if in California, you have to like a certain amount has to go to the child into a trust.
Yeah.
Yeah. Man, I mean, speaking of that, like Utah produces some of the worst family vloggers. I mean, you got
Secret Lives of Mormon Wives. My wife watches that, and I'm like, this is a wild show.
That's wild, but you got to go watch. What is her freaking name? There's 2 women that were doing a family vlogging one. Well, it was a family, then they turned into 2 women, and it's just locked up their kids in a safe.
Oh,
and
I heard
everything.
about that.
I heard about
that.
That's crazy.
I was like, wait, you're not supposed to put your kids in a safe? I gotta talk to my dad. No, I'm just kidding.
Hey, you made it out alive.
You gotta talk to your therapist. Yeah.
It's fine. I liked it. I called it quiet time.
I felt like I was in Half-Life or Fallout, put in the vault.
Oh, jeez. Okay, we're gonna go into the vault for a little bit.
Yikes!
Remember, you can't come out, or else you're gonna get poisoned by air.
Okay.
By the air. Jeez. Yeah. Good times.
Yeah. Is that
good times? Like.
Sorry, go ahead.
No, you go ahead.
I don't remember what I was gonna say.
Yeah, no. It's we're pretty much out of topics. Usually we have a little bit more, but
yeah, this was a particularly slow news week.
Yeah.
I was like, really stretching. I talked about Junk Store.
Oh yeah.
Tried to try that out. That was pretty interesting. I don't play a lot of Epic games, so it doesn't have a ton of utility for me, but it worked well for what it does.
Yep. I interviewed him on my channel a couple weeks ago. He seems like a really nice guy.
Yeah.
Eben. Have you tried
Eben Brains?
James?
His last name's Brains, right? Like,
Brains.
that's how you say it?
Yep.
Yeah.
That's Junkstar 1.0. He's got a new version, and it's like standalone.
Oh.
Yeah.
So it has the same UI as the like game mode in SteamOS, but it categorizes all your third-party launcher games. It's pretty cool. I'm trying to think what else I talked about.
I mean,
yeah,
interesting.
I totally skipped a news video this week because there was nothing to talk about.
Yeah, I did. Oh, I talked about the Steam UI update. That was bottom of the barrel. Oh, the Xbox ROG Ally price. Little crazy, little crazy.
Yeah, we talked about. I think then we talked about that like a week or two ago. Like that's.
You guys probably definitely already knew about nested desktop, but I learned about that and I was like, this rules. Have you used that on Steam Deck?
No, nested
No.
desktop.
So if you like go to the desktop side and then click the Steam logo on the bottom left and then go to Lost and Found, there's a thing called nested desktop and you add it to Steam and it lets you open the desktop in game mode.
What?
You can't like file transfer, but you can like use the browser. You can like open Discord. You can multitask. So, and then you can like have it run.
Does that eat up resources though?
If you're like downloading files, it does. But if you're just like, you know, taking notes or like having a YouTube video playing in the background, I tested it out and it doesn't screw with anything I'm playing.
Yeah. What?
Yeah, I'd never heard of it. And then I saw someone tweet about it and I was like, what the hell is this? It's so cool.
Nested desktop.
So yeah, once you add it to Steam, then go back to game mode. If you open it up, it just like instantly opens the desktop. And it's faster than switching to the full desktop.
Right.
Yeah. Huh.
Well,
That's really cool.
I'm gonna talk about this.
Yeah, it's good. It's interesting.
Cool.
Then yeah, Ninja Gaiden Ragebound. Played that. That game's good. Yeah, it was a light week.
Yeah.
I don't know. Sounds like a heavy week. I just don't. I used to do so many Steam Deck videos, and it's so hard to keep up with the news on the Steam Deck because some weeks is so bad. Your videos, Jimmy, I don't know how you do it. You
I
do
actually
such a
am
good
just
job.
like very passionate about the Steam Deck specifically. Like I really like it.
Yeah.
So I read that stuff anyway. If it was like about Xbox or something, I'd be like, oh, the UI got updated. You know, like it's not interesting to me, but the Steam Deck's like just genuinely interesting to me.
What's your like favorite thing about the Steam Deck?
Just like the fact that I can just play my Steam library and the saves transfer. I really like when I can just bounce between like this PC and the deck, you know, seamlessly. The anti-cheat thing is annoying, obviously. It's just like pure luck that I don't play any of the games that really use it. There's like a few games I wish worked on there, but overall I'm just really happy with the form factor. I like the OLED screen on the newer one. Just ease of use type stuff. I like that the offline mode just works, even though you like if you think about it, it is kind of crazy that this digital storefront lets you just like be offline with games completely. It's pretty cool.
Have you tried the official dock?
Yeah, it sucks.
Oh, you don't like it?
Well, mine always breaks, so maybe I need a new one. But like every time they update it, I don't like that you have to unplug everything to update the firmware, that's like my one major annoyance. But I was using it as my USB-C hub because I game on a laptop. I have like a Razer Blade, so like I have my keyboard, my mouse, my monitor, and my headset all plugged into a USB-C hub, and that's what I was using the deck dock for. And then one day it just stopped working, so I unplug everything, update the firmware. And then it like deleted a bunch of my resolution. So like maybe I just got a bunk dock, because everyone I talk to when I'm like, I have massive problems with it, is like, oh no, it's great.
I really love mine. And I use it all the time, but I do have problems with other docks. Like I have this one, which
I have that one too. That one's a mess for me.
Yeah, it's an absolute mess. If I leave it plugged in for a couple days, it just glitches out and then it won't work anymore. But I love the idea of it.
Yeah, the form factor is so good.
Yeah, I wish that it was more reliable.
Do you use your Steam Deck as like a full desktop style thing, like when you dock it, or are you playing games on it?
Most of the time when I'm docking it, it's to capture footage.
Cool.
So like, you know, I have like my mixing board and everything, and I'll have this plugged into my mixing board, and then I'll run the USB cable, and then I'm just playing a game for footage. But I
kind of like the built-in Steam recording that they added.
So I've used that. I don't really like the capture quality. Like it doesn't quite match what I want. And then sometimes I'm trying to capture like the actual Steam UI, and the
oh right, that is the worst part.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's helpful for games, but if you need to do any tutorials or anything,
right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Especially if it's like if I'm like trying to talk about like I'm in this game and I want to customize the controls, or I want to change, you know, a setting or whatever. That's really when capturing the video output comes in handy.
For sure.
And also when you capture with an external card, it's 16:9 rather than 16:10.
That's interesting. Yeah. I use OBS in desktop mode for tutorials mostly.
Oh yeah, that makes sense.
It's like fine. Like it works.
Yeah. I'm kind of a snob when it comes to like the video quality, like the capture quality.
It's not that good.
Well, OBS you can get it up, but then you're like
eating into the resources.
Yeah, it's eating into your resources. Where this, it's like it's just outputting the signal, and then I'm capturing it raw on my ATEM here, so it's nice.
Yeah, I usually capture it through a capture card too with the dock, but I don't do tutorials as much anymore. I got really they got repetitive after a while, and I'm just like, I can't do this.
Yeah.
I love following, I follow Steam Deck news on Reddit and some other places, but it's always like anxious to try to, because I'd usually cover it like when I learned about it, I'd get a video out instead of doing like a weekly thing.
Steam Deck HQ does a pretty good job keeping up with it.
Yeah, he does a really good job of keeping up with it. I'm not built that way. It gives me anxiety for some reason.
Yeah. I totally understand that.
I just started doing like more tutorials, and I'm doing like a series of shorts, and I'm going to compile them into a single like long form video.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, I did a few. I batch shot like probably 10 or 12 shorts in one day just to see, and they get good views. It's just like the money is so bad.
Yeah.
Like I had one get like 400,000 views and it made like $40.
Oh my god.
It's like, really?
Yeah, they don't make good money, but they're good for growth. They can be good for growth because YouTube does favor if you do them.
The sub engagement.
I'm not kidding. I recorded 40 shorts.
Yeah.
Yesterday or 2 days
That's
ago.
cool.
Yeah. So instead of making like a news video, I just recorded 40 shorts.
Yeah.
What kind of shorts are they? News?
No, they're tutorials. It's like they're hidden features of the Steam Deck or Steam OS.
Oh, that's fun.
Those will do great.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The first 2 have done all right, but they're not like great. But
I use this camera now. I have an A7 III, but like I just got sick of it. So it's like a DJI Osmo. So it's got a gimbal.
Nice.
Which got like smooth motion. But if you shoot shorts, you can put it into like 3K mode and go vertical.
Oh.
So it shoots vertical. And that made it way easier.
Nice. That's awesome. With mine, I'm just like shooting in landscape, and then I'm cropping it to portrait, and then I'm gonna uncrop it and put it in as like the full video, like when I'm done.
That video is probably gonna kill. People love those tips videos.
Oh man, and I have a few actual banger tips. Like, sorry about that.
Those are.
But yeah, no, like I've got a few really, really cool things that I don't think anybody knows or very few people know about.
I add nested desktop now.
Huh?
Add the nested desktop now.
Yeah, that's on my list already.
Cool.
Yeah.
And thank you for that, by the way. I didn't know about that.
For sure.
Got some live news from Jimmy.
Yeah.
Yes.
Cool.
Don't have to watch your video now. No, I'm just
right.
kidding.
Right.
Just kidding.
Dang.
Okay. Well, with that being said, I think we've pretty much hit our limit. We good to sign off here, Gardiner?
I think so. Yeah.
Okay. I know High Tech would bring up the news, but
Yeah, he'd go trolling Reddit for more news.
trolling Reddit. So with that being said, Jimmy, do you want to shout out any additional like channels, anything
sure.
else you would like to shout out?
Check out DeckReady for Steam Deck news and Real Ones for horror movie deep dives. The next one is why there hasn't been a Friday the 13th in 16 years, which is, I just finished editing it last night, so it should be up soon.
Nice.
That's awesome.
Nice. How long are those videos typically?
They're all over the place. This one was 18 minutes.
Okay, nice.
But I did a couple really long ones. Like I think the longest one is on Jason Blum. And that one was 34 minutes. That's the longest video I've ever edited.
Nice.
I'll have to go check some of those out because I like horror movies quite a bit, but I have not seen enough of the cult classics. So, or just enough of them. I'm definitely much bigger into horror games, so I want to get into some more horror movies. So I'll have to see some of your stuff.
Cool. I'd appreciate that.
Yeah. Okay. With that being said, any last words you guys want to say before we head out?
Jimmy, thanks for being here. I love your stuff, thanks. And it's been a pleasure.
Yeah, I remember when I like started the channel. I was like, oh, this guy's the veteran, because I like just looked, because I got into Linux. I like tried installing Arch on my Razer Blade that I had back then, and that was really fun. And I think I used one of your videos or something. But so yeah, I subbed back then, and I still watch your videos all the time.
Oh, thanks, man. I watch yours too.
Hell yeah.
I watch both of you guys.
Yeah, I got to sub to your channel. I didn't know it, but I see it next to your name. I just found it.
Yeah, it's good. I released. I used to do a lot of videos, almost a video every day when the Steam Deck first came out, and then the past year and a half, I've just been a little bit more like I've had like long COVID or something with vitamin D deficiencies and stuff like that, and then asthma has been acting up here more in Utah. So it's just I've been all over the place, but at least I've been able to consistently do this podcast, which has been really fun.
Awesome. Yeah.
So it's good stuff. I love chatting about tech and all that. So, well, with that being said, let's head out. You guys make sure to everyone that's watching, listening, make sure that you do subscribe, like, follow, do all the stuff. Whatever platform you're on, it helps. If you're on Apple Podcasts, go over to YouTube and you can watch some of our weird maybe habits that we have on video, and you can have a fun time, I guess. I don't know. I'm assuming that I'd be interesting to watch from just a weirdness standpoint. But thank you guys for watching and listening. Catch you guys next time. Peace out.
See ya.